Hello everybody all over the world. Yes, welcome to kind of a HiVlog. It's been my birthday today, or yesterday. Technically still is my birthday, and I'm now 27, old, kind of. So yeah, I just wanted to make a video and talk about a few things. First of all, just confirm that there is no hi-hat. That was a bad April Fool's. And that's kind of like the reason why I'm making this video. Not because of the April Fool's, but the thing it kind of like entailed, and basically it backfired, and then it turned out to be great anyway. So where to start? Well, first I can tell you about my day, because my day started with karma on minus. Let me tell you that. I woke up in the morning, turned on the light bulb broke. Didn't have no light. And I was like, okay, I'm going to a dance party later, so I'm gonna need and get some food. So I go and get some breakfast cereal, and I'm out of milk. I'm like, shit, I forgot to buy milk. All right, time to use some of the bread, and now the bread has slightly gone moldy. So I don't have anything to eat that doesn't require a lot of preparation. And then I'm like, okay, I am gonna go and prepare for the dance anyway, because I'm nicely dressed, and I even wear my super hat that I wear in my heavy. And I was getting ready to go, and I was gonna shave, because you can see I have like this is like the normal look I had since the army, since like 2009, because it was kind of effective back then to have that kind of beard. I kind of just stuck with it. So I'm not sure if you can see. Oh, you can't actually see that, but actually here I was gonna trim my eyebrows, and I sneezed and I cut off like a large portion of the eyebrow, which you can probably see. So yeah, that a good start there. Then I went over to Burger King to get some food, and they fucking closed when I got there. So that was another bad thing. And then I went to another place and got some food there anyway, and then I went to the dance party, and I danced in that great time. And apparently when you're having a birthday and it's a dance party, they have something called a birthday jam, where you stand in the middle of the circle of a dance floor, everyone stands in a circle around you, and you dance with everyone, and they come up to you and you like dance a little bit with someone, and you throw them away, and then you get some new, and then suddenly two girls come up, and I was like, fuck it, I'll dance with two at the same time. And I managed to do that. People were like, whoa, that's so awesome. And I was like, because I practiced it before, basically. And then I danced and had a good time, and I got home, and then on the way back I was like, man, I should really start reading all the emails, because I got over, I think, 600 emails. They do continue. I get a new one every once in a while with the link, and like, hey, give me that. And it was very reassuring reading those emails. Not like most of them. I think like 60% of them were like, this is probably an April Fool's, but I'm just sending it anyway. It wasn't really good April Fool's. I should have been like, you should send me your user URL and the paint you want it in. The paint color. That would be pretty funny. Or more funny. Also, the reason why I did the April Fool's the way I did is that usually before, I do like Dota, and I reskin my entire YouTube to be like Dota or StarCraft. But this year I didn't have the time, because before I was like a student, I could just make my own time. But now I'm like working and shit, and I didn't have the time. And I was like, fuck, I gotta do something, because I do something every year. Same way I do something for my anniversary every summer when I start. It's like something July or June, or I don't remember. But I do remember before it coming up. So I was like, God, shit. Well, a good April Fool's joke is when you get some people to do something, so I just made something up. I should have made it more obvious. I should have had like some graphics or something, but I just didn't have time, and I started to upload it on April 1st, 001 a.m. Apparently that's 31st of March in YouTube systems. So to everyone who thought it was not April Fool's, but it was. But yeah, I started reading those emails, and there was actually a lot of good stories there. People who were like, hey, I really like your show. It's helped me out a lot. Stuff like that. Here's my link. Something. A lot of kiss-assing as well. It's like, oh my god, you're best YouTuber ever. Musical star, and everyone else just fucking sucks, and you're the best. Shit like that I don't care about too much, to be honest. But what is reassuring to me is that people send emails like, dude, your videos helped me out. I got better, stuff like that. That's always what I want to hear, because the YouTube comment sections, like, seriously, just fuck the YouTube comment section. All right, there's no quality. It's just bullshit. There's people like for my more popular videos, the comment section, it's just, they're not even talking about the video or anything related, because I know that my users are smart. My viewers are smart, because I make content that I want to make. And I think that's a difference that I think many of you realize this, but many of you might not even think about it, is that let's take a look at the reason uprise of a new popular YouTuber. Let's look at Muzelk. I don't know how he started. He kind of just showed up out of nowhere to me, similar to the way Star appeared to me. Got out of the blue. Didn't really pay attention too much to like how they got there or the progress or the kind of videos they used to make. But basically, from what I gather, I think Muzelk has a lot of interaction with his viewers. Like he answers a lot of comments. He asks what people want to see, and then he makes what people want to see, and then you get popular. It's like if your kid wants jelly for dinner, you give him jelly for dinner, and he becomes really happy for the time he has jelly, whatever. A lot of people do that. Like that's how PewDiePie got to be so good. Like he makes videos that people want to see. I don't make videos that you want to see. I make videos that I want to make. All right. So what it made me realize is that most of your viewers are really good viewers because you use it for the purpose that it is. It's infotainment. It's basically entertainment that makes you better at something. You might notice that I try my best not to make fun of new players that are bad. The closest I get to that is probably like the State of Pub, where I kind of go into the ballpark of that, but I try not to look back on players because they're new and that's kind of like the reason why I started the show. The show was started in 2011 when TF2 went free to play and there was a huge influx of new players. I decided we need some different kind of tutorials that are a bit more lengthy for people that want to learn and want to get better, because I wanted to help people close the gap to going from being absolutely fresh to being experienced pretty quickly without having to learn everything the hard way. And playing as much TF2 as I had back then, I had the expertise and the competence, and I just started doing it. So that's why I'm doing it still, you know? So we've covered nearly every single item in the game, so there's going to be more coming up soon. There's going to be the Man Melter, and then we're going to have the Lock and Load, and then we're going to have the Widowmaker, and everyone else that I skipped previously because I prioritized them down because they're not that big of a game changer, but we have to do them anyway because the goal is to do every single unlock in the game that is worth mentioning. And I'm also on medicine, so my nose gets a little drippy sometimes. I don't have a cold, but that's the reason. It's actually blood. It's not snot. It's blood, just to be sure. So it's some kind of nasty stuff, but hopefully it will sort itself out soon. It's nothing serious. It's just anti-acne, I think, because apparently my body lacked a lot of vitamin A or some shit like that. So I got an abundance of vitamin A, and because I had like a little accident when I was a kid, because I got I think I talked about that maybe. Anyway, I had those the ones that you hold soup with. You take the soup and it has like this at the end. I put that in my eye as a kid and did like, and there's actually an opening here to my nose. It makes me nosebleed really easily, and with this medicine, I nosebleed like nearly constantly. So yeah, not sure what that had to do with anything, but now you know because I like to tell you guys everything. Almost, I think, yeah. So yeah, anyway, the emails were great. There was a lot of good stories, and that made me realize, like, hey man, I still got the user base that I want to have for the majority. The video got like, hang on, I'll actually check that right now. How many views that got? Because let's see here, because there's actually a lot of submissions, or a lot of emails rather. Let's take a look. Let's see. For the high announcement, there was 2,400 views per now, and I think there was like 600 emails submitted. So that means like this math number, like a third, maybe a fourth. I don't know. Let's see, 500. Still like to do math, but basically like small portion. 6,000 out of 2,400 sent email, and I think like 60% of them knew that it was an April Fool's joke. They were like, maybe it might be an April Fool's joke, but here we go anyway. And then there was 60%, and then 30% was just like, here's my link, give that. And then the last 10% were actually stories of people just telling how this show helped them get better, and they were like, dude, I watched that episode and it helped me. Can I get the hat? That was obviously a lot of kiss ass, but not as much as I think it would be. So I'm very grateful for that, to know that I still have the core. And what I'm bringing this back around from when I mentioned Muzelk and Star. They kind of like, I don't pay too much attention to what they're doing. I try to watch a video of them every now and then just to see if it's any good. I really liked the Mythbusters ones that Muzelk did. I'm not actually a fan of Star, surprisingly enough. I just don't find it interesting. I don't find it bad. I just don't find it interesting or entertaining. Same goes with Jerma and the other guys. Like, I basically don't watch a whole lot of YouTuber guys, since I'm a YouTuber myself. I don't watch a lot. I play mostly TF2 is what I do, and stay inside that world. But basically, they make content that they want to. Well, basically, from what I see, Music, I can say for a fact he makes content that people want to watch because he actively asks people, "What do you want to see? Do you want face cam? Do you not want face cam? Do you shorter videos, longer videos? Blah blah blah." And then he kind of like tailors his videos to be whatever his audience wants to see, and it works for him, and that's fine. However, I, more like a teacher, I'm like, you need to eat your fucking vegetables, and you can't have jelly for dinner. So fuck you. I don't care if you don't like it. So the goal of my videos is mostly to it be informative and educate, but it can also be entertaining at the same time. I want my videos to be relevant regardless of time span. Because I've seen like sometimes YouTube video that I made ages ago suddenly gets a little discussion. Somebody searched it, found it. It's like an archive, and they kind of stay relevant. So that's why I try to update when there's been a change to a weapon. I try to update it as well. So that's kind of like the idea, because I want to make the videos that I want to make. I want to make tutorials that people that don't know the game can watch, and it's mostly just for them. I don't care if anyone else watches, or if they watch in general. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I made it. It's basically like you made a report, and it's like, okay, it's done. It's like research, kind of. And if you find it useful, that's fine. If you find it funny, that's fine too. But it's like, didn't like and you didn't find it funny, I just don't care, because it wasn't meant for you, is what I'm saying. So it's nice to see like an influx right now. We're getting more popularity, but I don't know, I'm just gonna still make the stuff I want to make. I did some experimenting, with Pack Hop, stuff like that. That was really funny to make, but it isn't really what I'm making. I will make more Pack Hop in the future. I just need a really good idea for how to do it, because if I'm going to make something stupid that's just pure entertainment, I'm going to go all out like backup and just make stupidest shit up, because that's funny sometimes. But it's going to mostly be something that people can learn from, and you don't learn a lot from backup other than that surprise sneak attacks, super secret attacks can be really, really good. Stuff like that. So yeah, upcoming episode is going to be Man Melter, and then we're going to do the lock and load, and then Widowmaker. And then I will try and do some more stuff, because in the email they talked about high quality, HI-quality. Never heard that term before. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I think that's it. Yes. So to summarize, I make the videos I want to make and not the ones you want to see, because basically it comes down to what my core philosophy is with games in general. What I like the most. I don't like to winning, like saying the game win, getting points. Not that important to me. What I enjoy good fights. All right, regardless if I win or lose. I like the fight, and I want my opponents to be as good as they can be, so I can be as good as I can be. So and this goes to the reason why I created this show, or the stream rather, or show that is now used to be a stream, but now it's a stream and a show, is that when TF2 had an influx of bad players, they're just awful, right? They're like the Valve servers now are nothing compared to what they used to be. Valve servers have gotten a lot better, but people were incredibly bad. They didn't know anything. And then you have like people who've been playing the game since like 2007. Let's see, 2007, 8, 9, 10, 11. They have 4 years of experience, 4 years of learning the game and adapting, and then you're thrown in and you know nothing, and they just fucking kill you. You need to have some resources to kind of help you out, because I learned everything the hard way, Team Fortress 2. Basically, if you're a sniper and you scope first, you die first. I learned that after being second scope like 1,000 times. And I was like, oh, right, that's how it works. But the Razorback, good, bad. If you get stabbed a million times, you're going to start to learn when the stab happens. Learning it the hard way. Stuff like that. So the reason I'm making the show is because I want my opponents to be good. So it's kind of like a selfish motive, but that's like that's what I do. I do stuff because I want to do it, and not necessarily because you request it. I mean, you can't make suggestions to like, hey, can you cover this thing? And I'm like, I thought that's a great idea. Or if you can be like, hey, can you do an episode on this? And I'm like, no. Like, it would be really funny. Why don't you do a commentary about you fucking around? I tried doing that, but I didn't get anything out of it. I don't see any archive, long lifetime span life on that video. It's just gonna be like potato chips. Basically, when I did like, other videos, people are like, yeah, that's cute, can I have any more? I was like, well, you just had what I made. You just want more? You're not satisfied? That's YouTube in a nutshell these days. If you're used to like PewDiePie and people like making videos constantly, then I'm not gonna be able to do that. You're not my target audience. But if you're here to learn a trick or two, or watch that, or just like listen to my commentary and rants and shit like that, and talk about the Razorback crouch jump jittering and complaining why Valve doesn't hire me as a QA or like quality assurance or community balance advisor, then sure, listen to this. But I can confirm April Fool's was the hi-hat. Not gonna happen. And if it does happen, it will not happen through fucking email. All right, I can tell you that. If I ever get a hat, oh yeah, this is the one I got from YouTube, by the way. If I ever get my own hat in Team Fortress 2, I will be distributing it through my Steam group. All right, because that's how I know people are dedicated. Because subscribers on YouTube don't care, views on YouTube don't care. People in a Steam group, that's what matters to me, because that's people that's gone out of their way to join, being part of the community, and stay up to date on like the updates and announcements and stuff I make. And there's also my Twitter that hardly anyone follows. I don't post much on Twitter, but I do sometimes. So if you want, you can follow me there. You won't get spammed down by like, I had pancake today. It was the best pancake I ever had. So yes, I will try to do the episode tomorrow. Can't promise anything because I'm getting visitors and I'm usually more busy. But it will be the Man Melter, and he will be within next week sometime, and we'll try and get a proper schedule going. But I'm juggling a lot of balls in the air. Balls in the air. Anyway, thank you for watching, and stay through to the end. There was something I was going to talk about. I forgot. It's late, man. And I got to blow my nose out of fucking blood. So, see you later. Bye.